Hey, Virgo, intuitive soul coach here with your December 2023 love and family reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, welcome, Virgo. It looks to be big changes around some sort of commitment, a goal of commitment, or a relationship or situation that maybe you've been committed to for quite some time. This could be a romantic partnership. This could be a family member, but commitment is written all over here in your reading. And I feel like there's a lot of love, a lot of heart-centered energy, but there's big changes. Someone has ascended here. Someone has grown, and there could be some changes around the dynamic of this relationship because of growth, because as we navigate, if you've been with someone for quite some time, you most likely have changed from the very beginning, and your person may have changed as well. And sometimes we can grow apart. Sometimes we fight to hang on to that spark, that peace. And for others of you, if you are single, there's big changes coming to your love life here. And I feel like this is something you've been wanting for quite some time. Or even if there's a shift happening in the physical, it's like it's catching up with the energetic, because energetically there's been a lot going on within you. But I see here in the future you have motivation because you have the knotted rope, and this is about lasting commitments. You could have even been in a situation where you had hoped and thought it would last a lifetime, or for others of you, maybe you're just going through some ups and downs at this time. We'll talk about all scenarios here, but I absolutely feel without a doubt this is someone who's already on your mind. Now, we have the coffee card. This is about good motivation. So in the near future, there is a little more momentum. This is forward movement and knowing where you stand with someone. Okay, because you also have the Chariot here, Cancerian energy. So someone could physically be moving. That could be part of these changes, especially if there is maybe a divorce. Someone could be moving in, moving out. It looks like someone could even be moving out in the recent past. Five of Wands. Someone could be at a distance. Some of you may even be in a long distance relationship, and there could be changes around that as well, because you want something more, solid, something that can last, withstand the test of time here. But you also understand that growth has been a big part of this process. Now, starting off here, well, actually, let's dive into what you don't see coming, or, messages from spirit. You actually have the cinnamon stick. This is intense passion. Now, this may not be something that shows up immediately in the month of December. It certainly could, but I feel like this is passionate, interactions. If you're looking for that long-lasting commitment or re-sparking, I also feel a lot of you, this is feeling the passion for life. Some of you may have felt like you were missing out, or you've lost out on that passion, that lust for life, the lust for, what it is that you've enjoyed, whether it's food, whether it's, hanging out with your friends and your family and being in that vibration of, happiness. Some of you felt like that was lacking. And look at that. You see the star anise there in the background. So there is healing that's been taking place here for you. And what do we have right under it? Yeah, there's strong potential here for you to really keep the momentum going and move forward, and trust your heart along the way. There is a big energy here of trusting your heart to lead the ship in a sense, because your final outcome does have to do with the heart. So starting off here, you have the Seven of Wands. It is in the reverse, but the Seven of Wands is about feeling a little bit of pressure, feeling like you're walking on eggshells at times. Look at that. There's 7 wands coming in at her, and she's saying, not today. I'm not dealing with this. But sometimes, and this is a big thing that we don't always realize, that boundaries and armor are so different. And who was it? It may have even been Leo, that this was part of Leo's reading. Some of you may have some strong Leo placements in your chart, or you may be bordering that. You may want to check out that reading. But it's about setting healthy boundaries instead of putting up the armor where we don't let love in or out. And some of you are really working on, letting that that guard down or taking off the armor, because you may have been forced in a situation or involved in a commitment for so long that it feels like that's your default mode. But we don't want you to be in that default mode of, feeling like you're walking on eggshells. We want you to feel like you are in a healthy, safe space here with this Seven of Wands, and being around people who support you, people who are on the same team, the same side. They have your back. These two best friends are, close to each other, and she does have support. Either one of them, they could both be going through stuff at this time. So if you are partnered up in a high level commitment, maybe there's outside influences that could be affecting the relationship. And for others of you, if you are single, I feel like you're just setting healthy boundaries and doing what makes you happy, or at least trying to focus on that. But it's difficult if you're trying to find love. There could be here a message of healing and lowering the guard on that heart chakra, like taking off the armor, setting healthy boundaries, trusting your intuition, but being able to give and receive love as well. So that's the energy you show up in. There could be some people, whether it's family members or a loved one, that just kind of trigger you this month. I'm getting here that someone, it may feel like they need the last word, and it could cause a little bit of defensiveness. So if there is someone in your life, Virgo, that just needs to get the last word, this is where you say, stop. I'm not doing this. I'm not bickering or going back and forth, squabbling around, because you've ascended in a way where you realize that that's not healthy. And I feel like you're putting a stop to something here. And what's crossing you is the Five of Pentacles in reverse, feeling a little bit left out in the cold, not feeling heard, not feeling seen. And for some of you, I'm literally getting, it's like talking to a brick wall. And look at that. They're standing behind or in front of the brick wall. So some of you, because you are not able to get through to someone, or it just feels like no matter what, they're not going to change their mind or change their thoughts, their opinions. And it's not about, changing another person. But when someone is being toxic, or they're not comprehending things in a healthy way, and you want them to understand because you want to grow, you want to thrive, it's really frustrating when someone's just not getting it. So it's not so much about changing, but it's about them understanding so they can choose to change themselves. And so someone may even be feeling a little bit left out, because you may be saying, sorry, not this time around. It could be a sibling. It could be, a child that maybe in a way you've subconsciously enabled to keep pouring on that behavior that wasn't good for either of you, because maybe you've taken it for so long, or maybe you've let this person get away with treating you poorly. But someone does feel a little bit left out, whether this is you, Virgo, or someone around you. But I feel like this is actually going to help put up a boundary, as long as, again, you put up boundary, not armor. Five of Pentacles showing up as the challenge in reverse is also asking for help when and where you need it. So not being closed down to receptive energy. And that's all about the armor that we're talking about here. Someone could even be having a little bit of health issues, whether it's mental health, physical, emotional. And they may not feel like other people are willing to kind of push their weight, or pull their weight where it needs to be. Maybe you live with someone and you're not feeling the best, but yet your partner expects you to cook and clean and pay the bills and take care of the children and go to work, when really they could be helping out a little bit more. Because I am getting some one-sided energy, or just odd energy, because we have the 7 and the 5, which are both odd numbers. So there could be some situations that just, it's like trying to fit a square block into, a circular hole. It's just not working. And some of you are realizing this within a relationship or some sort of a commitment. Now, what's in the foundation we have is family. This is something that is very important to you, Virgo. 10 of Cups is that happily ever after. It is the fairy tale, the unconditional love and emotional wealth and deep affection. But I feel like there were some family things that caused some disputes, right? It could have caused betrayal, or there could have been some sort of betrayal or unworthiness. Someone didn't feel worthy of this. Or there even could have been unrealistic goals, and that may have been why you've tried so hard, because you wanted your happily ever after, but it's like someone wasn't on the same page. There was just too much back and forth. Look at this Five of Wands in your recent past. This is a lot of bickering, a lot of fighting, a lot of nonsense is what I'm hearing here. So it's useless nonsense. It's not even constructive criticism about, healthy fighting. I feel like someone was impatient. Someone was a little bit frustrated. You can see here that she has her hand on her hip. She's dealt with it. She has her mouth closed, but he is angry. So there could have been someone that was a little bit angry. Maybe this was someone growing up, a father figure or a mother or a sibling, an uncle, someone that was angry in the home. But this could also be someone you were married to. It could be a partner that you were with or a coworker. Someone may have flew off the handle and said, I'm out, I'm done. It's kind of what I get here with the Five of Wands. Now, what's coming in here is spiritual guidance, big lessons around commitment. When the Hierophant shows up above you, Virgo, this is Taurian energy, but it's also about you taking a deep dive into your beliefs, into your morals. And what's below you, we have the Ten of Cups. So this is a very important time to heal some of those patterns, those dynamics, even if it means you are honoring yourself and someone else by maybe walking away from a situation. It doesn't mean that there has to be a divorce or a breakup unless that's, something that you're wanting. But I see here in the environment, there is a moving on energy, whatever that means. Maybe it's you letting this person just kind of rant and complain. I mean, you can do that if you want, but I sense that it's not going to get any better because this person, it's like they don't know any better. And you're not on the same page. But the Hierophant could be saying, well, I have a commitment. I owe it to this person, or I should do this because I was taught that I must stay in a dynamic because that's my background, that's my religion, or because we love each other, whatever it may be here. So you're definitely fine-tuning that belief system when it comes to family, when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships. And I feel like you will have the dream. If you don't already, you will have the dream of this Ten of Cups, but there is a reassessment happening. Are you still in alignment with what your, maybe some old beliefs are? Does some need to be reprogrammed? I also see someone could be going off to school. Okay, maybe someone supported another person as they got their degree or as they went back to school. And some of you may feel, well, this person supported me, I should stay, right? Or this person did this for me, I should stay. But that's not how we should gauge our forward movement, not based on what someone else has done, right? Because that was in the past. And as you grow and as you build a life with someone, or as you evolve, there is teamwork, right? There's no I in team. It's not about what you can get out of it. And I feel like there could be someone here that expects to get something out of it, or they feel frustrated that they're not getting what they want and they may be choosing to walk away. Now, what's coming up in the near future? The Chariot, a lot of movement, Cancer energy here. The Chariot is about drive, right? And you have that here, good motivation. Someone could be traveling. I mean, it is the holiday season here in the US, so you could be traveling, maybe even going on a road trip here. There could be something with a new vehicle, checking up on a vehicle, maintenance of a vehicle, or a purchase. That's for some of you out there. But I am getting the Chariot is about you moving forward out of this Five of Wands, out of this Five of Pentacles, right? Because 5 and 5 equals 10. So there is a completion or a reevaluating of what it is that you truly want, right? What is it that you want to manifest? Because the divine is here helping you out, but there's something to learn in this situation. And I feel for some of you, you may have been a teacher for someone else in your life. Okay. But there is movement here, which I love to see. And I feel a lot of you, you're going to feel better about this. Some of you could be moving maybe out of the city into the city. You could be going off on your own. There's something here with pets as well. If you are leaving a relationship and you're wondering about the pets, I feel like that's going to be figured out. Try not to stress or worry about it. Okay. Now, how are you doing? You're feeling a little bit low on self-love, right? The Empress in reverse showing up here for you, Virgo. But the Empress is needing to take care of herself because she can give so much of her own heart, of her own nurturing qualities to other people that sometimes she forgets to give to herself, especially around, the holidays or birthdays or just in general. So for some of you, you're being called to put some of that beautiful attention and love and divine energy that you so freely give out, give that back to yourself this month, because it's hard to give to others when you don't have much in your own cup. So this Empress energy, she's a goddess. She's maternal. She is abundant. She's fertile. It doesn't matter if you're male or female here. Even if you're masculine, this is even more important for you because you tend to be very action oriented at times, or you tend to constantly be, doing things, but make sure that you are feeding yourself with that self-love and nurturing qualities as well. Some of you, if you are masculine, there could be some mother issues that are healing within you. And even if you're feminine here, there could be something within yourself. Some of you are wanting to get pregnant, and that could have been a big stressor on family. But if that is the case here for some of you Virgos out there, maybe some of you have fought over trying to get pregnant or having a family, starting a family. Some of you may have had a change in beliefs. Maybe you said, I want children, and now you're like, well, time is ticking, or I've realized I don't want that anymore. Trust that your beliefs and your values, they're going to change over time, and it's okay to upgrade them. It's okay to shift them. But if this is just a case of my dreams are never going to manifest, this is never going to happen, try to reprogram that self-talk, okay? Try to be kinder with yourself, because what is meant for you in this lifetime, what experiences that you've chose to have, Virgo, you're going to have them. Okay, even if it feels like it's taking a lifetime to evolve, whatever is meant for you, you're going to receive that energy. But sometimes we subconsciously push it away. We push it away because there's so much armor, and we get stuck sometimes in a repetitive cycle. We stay past the expiration date of a relationship, of a job, of, whatever it may be. But this is the month for giving back to yourself. Make sure that you are taking care of your back, your solar plexus, your stomach area as well. And focus on creativity this month. Even if you're in a relationship, do things that inspire you, that focus on creativity. I'm also getting here rearranging the furniture or decorating. This could also be taking a look at, your appearance. Some of you may be looking at yourself and you may be saying, gosh, I feel like I've let myself go, or I feel like I'm not as good as I once was. But you still have it. You still are a beautiful, amazing, handsome, generous, kind soul. And even though somewhere along the line it feels like it's buried, it's time to dig it back out, because you have what it takes to manifest abundance in so many ways, shapes, and forms. So environment, Six of Swords, moving on. I mean, you have double Chariot energy. So again, if you're in a relationship, if you're looking for love, you're letting something go or putting it behind you, whether it's an argument, whether it is the past. Okay, it could be a relationship. You could be calling it ends, or an end to a situation. I mean, I don't see any big towers, any big endings, but you definitely have some big lessons that you've learned here, and you just want to deal with it in a new way. Some of you could have, you could be leaving behind family. Maybe you've stayed with family here with a commitment, but there was too much bickering and you said, I'm just going to stay at an Airbnb, or I'm just going to stay in a hotel. I don't need to, take up this space. I'll be here for family. But it's about you trusting in what's best for you. And for a lot of you, you're choosing to move away from something that's a little bit stressful with the Five of Wands. Now Five of Swords, because you have the Five of Wands in the past here and Six of Swords. So yeah, you're moving out of conflict. You're moving out of, some sort of challenge that you've been going through. Now in the hopes and fears, Virgo, you do have the Knight of Cups. It's in reverse. So the hope here could be about a love offer or a love offering. You may even hope for an apology from this person, but I don't think you're going to get it. Okay. Or again, it's like talking to a brick wall. And even if you let them know, like, hey, what you did hurt, that's not cool. That's not good. We don't treat people that way. I still feel like there's some sort of ignorance or naive energy showing up where a person just doesn't get it. And there's love here because your final outcome is the King of Cups in reverse. So if this is someone that you were dealing with, I feel like there was love there. I mean, this King of Cups could be you as well, but I'm getting more of that Empress. King of Cups, I feel, is someone else. Someone who can be a little bit of a drama king, right? Not necessarily in touch with their emotions. They can be a little bit cold, maybe even a little bit untrustworthy. They can be manipulative. They can be narcissistic when it comes to someone else's emotions. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the King of Cups, but in the reverse, this person can toy with someone's emotions. This person, definitely has some power that they hold, but at the same time, they're not using it in a constructive way. They're misusing their, where they've gotten. And sometimes the reason why they misuse it is because they've shut their heart down because they've been pained, they've been wronged, they've been accused, they've been, through it themselves. But that's not an excuse. Our responsibility is to heal from whatever stuff was put on us, even if that stuff that was put on us wasn't fair, wasn't right. It's our responsibility to heal. So whether this King of Cups represents something within you or someone around you, I feel like you are working on that self-love piece and letting someone else focus on, themselves. But the Knight of Cups is wanting someone to mature. I mean, this Knight of Cups, it's like they should be in this King of Cups based on their experience. But the fear here is that they've only reached Knight status, where you're a damn Empress here, Virgo, right? You are an Empress, female or male, it doesn't matter, but you are abundant, nurturing, loving. You just want to give your beautiful heart, but receive it in return. And when it's not received, she feels a little bit depleted, right? That's why she's in reverse. A lot of cups here, though, a lot of cups. I mean, we have the 10 of Cups. The Empress, I mean, I guess only 3 cups, but it's 3 important ones. But it's okay for you to shift the dynamic around family life and what that means for you. Okay, if someone is emotionally manipulative, or if they tend to play a game of tug of war, that's what I feel. It's like someone's pulling at your heartstrings. You're done with that. If there's anyone that keeps you on a little bit of a leash, and look at that. You see the Chariot, and interestingly enough, look at the dog. It doesn't even have legs. It has little wheels where it's being wheeled around, right? If someone has put you in a place of just feeling less than you are, you're getting out of that. Even if you're getting out of it with two wheels as legs, right? A lot of you are moving forward, and you're going to be a lot happier. Okay. And if someone isn't willing to do the work, you may be seriously reconsidering some things. So even though this has been a relationship or a commitment for some of you that's been 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, or it could be an on and off situation where this person's moved in, or they've moved out, or they've moved across the country, or, they're coming back to me after 5 years, or, we parted ways and they moved on and I moved on and now they're back, or whatever it may be. What I always say, yes, actions speak louder than words, but consistency speaks louder than actions and words. Someone's got to stay consistent within those actions. They can't just say it, do it once, and hope that it's good, Virgo. That doesn't work. It doesn't suffice in the long run. Let's get a message here from the wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have, please, for Virgo? I'm getting the name here, Todd. There could be Todd, Tomlin, okay, Tomlin. Maybe it's Tom and Lynn. I mean, wouldn't that be crazy? If that's you, put it below. I'd love to see it. So we have card 44. You could be 44 years old. Some of you are a life path 8 or in a personal year 8. Maybe you have a birthday on the 8th as well. This is the deep thinker card, and it makes complete sense with that Hierophant. This is all about you thinking about, your beliefs, your morals. Is this person pushing against your integrity or your moral compass? Does this person's actions go against what you believe? And for some of you, that answer is yes. But yet you may be continuing to, or have continued to let them push against your moral compass in the past. If that was the case, get ready for some big changes because you have wings. You're ready to spread them. And in the past, it's like you had to grow them. You had to go through the cocooning process. But a lot of you are moving forward and you're really doing some deep soul searching at this time, and you're strategizing and you are being analytical. You're being a little bit logical here. There's nothing wrong with that. But most importantly, the message for you is to give yourself that unconditional self-love. Okay? Give yourself what maybe other people lacked or haven't given you. Know that you have what it takes to give all that you need to yourself here, because you want to align with that energy of what you truly deserve. The relationship message for you is this. Love is not logical, but when you choose a partner, it is good to have things in common other than desire. This is a time to weigh the pros and cons of your partnership. And is there enough common ground? If so, go for it, right? Yeah, go for it. But if you say black and your person says white, right? If you say up and they say down, if you say left, they say right. I mean, if it's a constant struggle, some of you, if that's the case, you could be going through a karmic relationship. For others of you, there's a lot of deep lessons that you've acquired from this person. And it could be, again, a partnership, romantic, family. I just feel like someone has pushed you at times into a back corner, and nobody puts Virgo in the corner, right? It's time for you to stand up for what you believe in. All right, let's see here. What else do we have? If there is not enough common ground, there are other fish in the sea. And we talked about that in the beginning as well. Don't force it to work. And should others tell you who they are, take them at their word. Now is not the time to indulge in a fantasy. No matter what, in this case, the facts are the facts. Here's your fantasy, right? Not saying that the 10 of Cups isn't let's see here, a realistic goal, because it absolutely is. But some of you, it is an unrealistic goal with this person. Okay? Don't shoot the messenger, but I feel like if this is resonating, you know this on a deep soul level. At least now it is, because this person is in a different mindset than you, a different heart space, and you deserve more. You deserve better. The protection message for some of you that are still struggling with the 5 of Pentacles, and this is a difficult time. We do sometimes feel left out in the cold. Around holiday season, if you celebrate the holidays, this can be about, wanting to just come in. You want to feel that love, that partnership, and sometimes that can be what draws us in or keeps us in that place of comfort zone, right? That can keep us there because we don't want to step outside our comfort zone, and then what happens? We're locked out, right? No way to get back in. But what if I told you that whatever was in that comfort zone is not even a smidgen of what's outside the comfort zone? If you were to move forward and take that leap here. All right, for those of you that still feel a tad bit stuck in a relationship, an important one that obviously at one point or another still does have some emotional ties, you might be suffering from analysis paralysis. Thinking has its place, but trying to figure everything out logically is not going to work for you right now. That's why you have the Empress, because it's not time to overthink things. Your conclusions will likely be faulty, and you may act upon false assumptions that will get you in a jam. Give your mind a rest. Do something creative, exercise, or meditate. Soon you'll come to your senses, and an aha moment will bring new clarity. Yes, it will. I love this for you. So don't overthink here. You have a brilliant, beautiful mind, but sometimes with the Hierophant, we can get up in our head. This can be, especially for those of you that are feeling a little bit of pressure, getting headaches, maybe headaches around the temples, or even the third eye, because look at that. We do have the eye. Is that the eye of Horus? We have a little bit of pressure to the head. It could mean that you're overthinking, you're stressing about a situation, or you're not allowing the divine to guide you, right? Not allowing yourself to open that crown chakra because of some beliefs that may be suppressing what it is that you really truly needs to kind of get to that heart center, that heart space. All right, let's see which crystal spirits has what messages the crystals have for you. Now, at this time, Virgo, I ask if you can, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from the solar plexus chakra, the belly area. And with your eyes closed, tune into that third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows. And I want you to imagine the first crystal, gemstone, mineral, or fossil that shows up in your mind's eye. Now, this could be a beautiful color. It could be a shape. It could be a stone that you're familiar with. Perhaps it's just a feeling, a phrase, or a message that comes through. There is no right or wrong answer, Virgo. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you have the crystal in your mind's eye. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your crystal in the comment section below, and I personally will enter you into the giveaway where I draw one winner around the first of each month. All right, and make sure you hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. And I love what your crystal is, because I couldn't help but notice, and maybe some of you were also drawn to this, in the bowl here, you see that there is a Herkimer diamond, but on the other side, and this has been glowing strong, and it's actually a clear quartz, and you received clear quartz. It's card 18. So in tarot, 18 is the moon card. So for those of you that feel uncertain, for those of you that are caught up in your head, clear quartz can really help you out with this, divine connection as well. So let's take a look and see what your message is. Clear quartz. I'm just hearing here pink quartz, rutilated quartz. So some of you may have had quartz as your crystal. Maybe it wasn't clear, but that's okay. You're still on the same page here. And even if you didn't guess quartz, it doesn't mean this is not for you. I just like to do that exercise to help you open up your third eye. This is amplification, magnification, expansion, and growth. So when it comes to relationships, Virgo, it's easy to magnify the flaws in others and forget to reflect on where you might need to grow. When clear quartz spirit appears, it's a sign for you to turn your attention to all that is wonderful in the people you care about, in yourself, and in your relationships. Grow what is good. Grow what is working. No one can be all things to all people at all times. That's a message, a very important one. I'm going to repeat that. You may want to write that down because some of you get stuck in this belief. And I'm going to repeat that here. No one can be all things to all people at all times. That's what depletes you. That's what leaves that Empress in reverse. So cut yourself and your partner some slack. Today, celebrate what you are and what you experience in your relationship that helps you feel loved and appreciated, and share that celebration with others. Say thank you to the people in your life who make it better in so many different ways. Beautiful. So clear quartz, it can really help us desire, it can help us with what we need to get clear on, especially when it does come to desires or any aspect of our life, because this is a stone that offers up its own energy in order to magnify that of any other stone. And that's the Empress, right? She carries such a luminous energy that it can't help but amplify those around you. But there is a situation here with you showing up in the reverse, that Empress in reverse. You've given so much of your time and energy. You need to refuel, in a sense, okay? This crystal, it contains only silicon and oxygen. It's the purest of all crystals and is easily programmable with our intentions. So Spirit is saying here with the Hierophant, what are your intentions? It's time to get clear about what you want so you can manifest these big changes occurring and taking place for you within the next, I want to say even the next 4 to 8 weeks, as these readings are put out a little bit early. So get crystal clear on what it is that you want. Try to see them within yourselves. Try to embrace the energy. Open that third eye to visualize what that looks like, what it feels like. Keep your heart open is the big message here. So again, whether this King of Cups is someone around you or characteristics that you can embrace at this time, there's a lot of love. There's a lot of support here around you. So it's important to get in touch with those emotions, fill your cup, and you're going to see that, yes, your energy amplifies others, but you start to attract and draw in the right type of energy, the right type of people, your right soul tribe. That is what I have for you, Virgo. I hope it resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most, and it certainly helps the growth of the channel, which I greatly appreciate. I would love to see your crystals in the comment section below, and for those of you who haven't yet subscribed, liked, shared, commented, please do as you feel called. Thank you again so much for your time, your love, and support. Till next time.